Are you getting this tool on your screen? Power BI. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Are you getting my Power BI screen or
Yes,
window
sir.
on your screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have shared one data set, which is the advanced loan data. Okay. So we import that data. That data is in Excel sheet. And first we start with this Excel sheet, then we will work with some databases, also MySQL and other, how to fetch the data from there. Okay. So it's very easy. Here you see, here is the Excel, import data from Excel. Here also you could see, you could click on here also, get data. You will get one pop-up window. And from here, you could select Excel also. So this sort of data, type of databases, you could use the SQL Server Analysis Service databases, Oracle database, IBM DB2 database, MySQL databases. You could fetch data from all these sort of databases. If you have the CSV file, you could use a text, CSV, JSON, XML. So I just click here and it will pop up one window. Here I have various data sets. I am using the home loans data set. Okay, when I click on here, open, it will take little time. Now you will get this navigator where you have to select the tables, what you want here during analysis. So I want all the tables I am taking from that Excel file, all the sheets I want. And here you will see there is load and transform data. If you want to transform at present, you could transform here. Otherwise, you just load it. Later on, we will transform the data. Okay. So I just load it. It will take little time. It is creating the connection. Now you also do in your system. It would be better parallelly if you perform the same task. We also have we are recording this session, and I will share the recording link. So you could also see later on that things, because it is the drag and drop type tool, so we could not have the scripts and this all mostly. Got it? So you load your data in Power BI, and when it completes, please you tell me you have completed it. And then we start some other task. When you upload it, you write on the chat box. When you import the data, so I could understand how many of you have done it. Okay, Ankit, nice.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Actually, sir, I have no Power BI at the moment because I have Mac machine and there is no
Okay, no problem.
software for that.
Then you just watch it properly.
Yes,
Okay, or
yes, sir.
you would also have the recording, so you could later on you could do the thing.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. But other place load it and you do the parallel would be better for you. You will get some practice. Deep, have you done it?
Yes, sir, it's loading.
Loading. Deepika, you? Rishabh? Loaded?
Sir, right now I'm in office, so I am not able to done this on my desktop.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So, other has completed it? Deep,
Yes,
you
sir.
have done it?
No, sir, right now I'm having some issues with my Microsoft account, so it is not loading correctly. I'll do it all right along only.
Okay, no
You
problem.
can-
So let's we start the session. Okay, no problem. So you could see these all here. If I click here, and here you see I have this already here over. So I am getting the branch code, branch name in the branch table, branch latitude, branch longitude, branch pin code. Okay. So second, if I click on the channel, you will see channel ID, channels, customers. I am getting the customer number, applied loan amount in lakhs, month, financial year, month, year, date, channel ID. Channel I have shown you, direct sales agency, walk-in, online types. Okay, these IDs would be there. Product ID is there. I will explain the product table here. So these are the products: loans plus group insurance, loan plus individual insurance, and loan plus top up. So these are in the product table. So in the customer table, we are all getting all tables ID. Gender is there, occupation, age, salary, branch code, which I explained you earlier. Uh, product table I have explained you. Recovery table there is. So in the recovery table, you see the customer number, which is the common ID also in the customer table. And the month, financial year, the common column, month, year is a common column there. Delinquency month and recovery amount, how much, and the recovery branch. So this they have given here. And the sanction data is also there, the customer ID, the applied loan in lakhs, months, financial year, month, year, sanction amount in lakhs, and disbursement account, and how much has been disbursed loan, and branch. So in the recovery, you see the recovery branch we have, and in the sanction data we have SDF branch. Okay. So let us see how we could first do some manipulation data preparation in this table. So you see here in the recovery data, first I will show you the customer table. So there are few other, first I would like to ask that you have seen here 6 tables. Okay. Branch, channel, customer, product, recovery data, and sanction data. So what are the fact tables and what are the dimension tables? You have downloaded it, you just check it, the fact tables and dimensions tables. Yes.
So branch table is dimension table and customer table is fact table.
Other tables, you tell me the name wise.
Okay. Product table is also dimension table. I think
Correct. Right.
recovery data or fact table.
Correct.
Sanction data is also fact table.
Correct.
And channel table is also dimension table.
Dimension, correct. So we have 3 dimension tables. Okay. And we have 3 fact tables. So what are the dimension table? Branch, channel, and product. Okay. You will see here there is no data, there is only some dimensions. Okay. Got it? This is basically the Mumbai longitude, latitude of the branch and the branch pin code. There is no such that value continuous variable like we could feed later on in the continuous real time basis. So that is a dimension table. Channel ID, you will see there is also some information only we have, and the product also we have some information. Okay. So there is no numeric continuous column we have. In the customer table, you will see we have a applied loan amount. This is one is, and the gender is there, and the occupation is there, age is there, salary is there. Okay. So why it is a fact table. Recovery also you will see here the you will if you see here the recovery amount is here. Okay. And sanction table, you will see here the sanction amount in lakhs and the applied loan amount in lakhs and disbursement amount in lakhs. Okay. So it has been given to us. So these are the fact tables. Understand? What it?
Yes, sir.
Now what we have to do, whatever the fact tables in the Power BI, we require all the dimension tables, columns ID should be there. Okay, whatever the fact table we have. So in the customer table, if we see, we are getting all the 3 dimension tables ID. So you see here the channel ID is here, product ID is there, branch code is here. In the branch table, you see there is a branch code, which is the ID. So we have all 3 here. But if I see in the recovery table, is there branch code, channel ID? And product ID? Is there in this table? No. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to create this column in this table. Okay, add this column. So how do we add? We know that these columns already there in a customer table. Okay, all the 3 columns, customer, other IDs, branch ID, channel ID. So I'll just take it from the customer table, but I will bring those columns in the recovery data. So I will just, you see there are 3 dots. I will just click on here. So I will get this pop-up window. Okay, there are many things: new measure, new column, new cube measure, refresh data, edit query, manage relationships, and incremental refresh. So we will go one by one, but here I am just giving you how we could data preparation part, what we will do here. So first we see the edit query. Okay, so when I click here, so I will get another pop-up window like this. What it? You do it. On the recovery table, on the right side, 3 dots, click on there, and there is a edit query option. Just click on that, you will get this pop-up window. And now you will get all the tables name on the left side in this pop-up window. Okay. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, before that, importing columns in this recovery table, I want to just check the columns are appropriate or not. Power BI is not much intelligent like Tableau. Okay. So sometimes it not provide us the proper column data type. Got it? Sometimes it's confused to it give you something. So at that moment, here you see the first column 1, 2, 3 is written here, and you will see on the top here the data type. Are you getting here? Whole number.
Yes, sir.
So I will just select this, and this is the whole number. So I convert this in text. You could keep it in a numeric format also. Okay. So I am just taking it as a text. So I am just showing you because of you could do this thing if you want. So when I click on the text, you will see replace current. So I don't want to make a new column. So these are now ABC. Got it? Understand? Any doubt here? Clear? Now you see there is a month and financial year and a month year. So month year is sufficient for me. I don't require these two columns. These two columns are redundant for me. Got it? Useless. So I will clean. I am in the data preparation part. I am also cleaning the data. So I will remove this column. I just click on the column. You see the remove columns. I will just click here and remove columns. Okay. I have removed that. Now I just want to remove this also. Okay. I removed it. Understand? And delinquency months, it's okay, ABC. It is in the text format. Recovery amount in the decimal. Okay. 1.2 is written here. And recovery branch is text data. Understand? It's okay for me. So I have cleaned this data. Then later on, we will add the columns. First, we do this same thing in the other tables also. So what I do, I will click on the left side and close and apply. Got it? One thing is that, or you could use the apply and then you could choose another table from here. Okay. So here I am close and apply. Then again, we will go from, because we want to do the practice, how we come on this point. So I just close and apply. So it will take little time. Don't cross anything. So we have, this is our table now. Now, I want to do the same thing in the customer table. Edit query. I will get again pop-up window. And here also I will do the same thing for this column. I will convert this in text. Okay. If you want to keep it in numeric, no problem. That's not a problem. But I am for the some sort of thing I have to show you. We could also do with the text if your ID is in the text format, no problem. And that is only for the reference. Okay. Apply non-amount legs in the integer format. So no problem. Month is not required, as we have seen. Month and financial year are the redundant columns for us. So I just click on it here and I will remove. This also I will remove. Okay. And then I see other columns. Channel ID also in the numeric. So what I will do, I will just click here, then I will change. This is also in text. Okay. And the product ID, I also convert in text. Okay. Gender is okay. String. Occupation is okay. This is ABC. The binnings are there. Age. And this is also the binnings, something like that. So it is in the text format, and the branch code I will also convert in text. Got it? Then I will again go to, don't forget to go here. Okay, and close and apply. So it has been done now. It is applying. Now it is applied. Now the same thing I will do with the sanction table. And I just click here and I edit query. Here the first column I convert in text. Okay. Applied loan is an integer. Month I don't require. So I remove column. This column is also useless for me. This is in the decimal format 1.2. And this is also decimal. And disbursement amount in lakhs, and this the branch name in the text format. So now we have done it, and I just apply this. Got it? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So have you done this? Please you do it. Then we proceed.
Okay.
We will also cover the Tableau after this. Okay. If you want. Have we completed that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we proceed for the new things which I explained you. We are adding columns, channel ID, branch code, and product ID from customer table to recovery data table. So we have to select the where we want to add the columns in that table. Okay, so we select the our this recovery data, and I will again do the edit query. Okay, got it? And what I will do here, you will see on the right top, there is a merge queries. Okay, so merge queries is new. I just click on the merge queries. So if you, I tell you that if you see the merge queries as new, so it will be in the new table, create a new table. So I don't want it. I want to merge queries here in this table. So you see here, I will get the recovery data table. All the columns it is showing me. And here I just click from where I want to fetch the column. So I want to fetch the column from customer. Okay. And the left outer. So left outer, it will add on here. Okay. The first table. And the use Fiji matching to perform the merge. So it we are not using because we don't have the text messages which we are going to merge. These are suppose there are names, something like that in the common column, customer number. So if there is a name may be some capital letter, some small letter like that. So how do you match it? So then you will use the Fiji matching to perform the merge. Okay, understand? So we are not using it. We will go to some other option also, right, outer right and this all, but here in this particular case we will work with many data sets. So it is the first data set. First we make a dashboard along with this data set, then we will choose some other data set. So we will do that, and then I will provide you one assignment that you have to solve, and you have to make a database according to that assignment. Okay, this would be the process. So here we will choose the, just click, don't use the control shift anything, just click the common column from both the table, key column which is also called, and just click on OK. Okay, we are not doing anything else here. We will do anything else, whatever we will do later on. Okay, so just this new column will be created here in the recovery table. Got it? Is the recovery table, you see the customer. So here what happens, so I just click here. So you see there are all the column names of the customer table. Okay, but I will deselect all, and I want here first channel ID, and use original column name as prefix. The original column name as prefix means the customer table name would be before the customer underscore column channel ID, like this. So I will tick here. If I don't tick, then it will be not be there. You could do it by yourself and you could check the difference. And I just do it. Use customer dot channel ID. If I don't use that option, which I not unticked, so I will get only channel ID. So the original this channel ID in the customer table. Got it?
Yes.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now we want some other column also, but you have to do one thing always. Got it? Again, edit query. And you will see customer ID is there. I want to add another new column. So what I will do, merge queries. Here customer table, select both and OK. Deselect all. Now product ID. Okay. Understand?
So
Got
can you
it?
please repeat once? This
Okay,
product ID.
I am just adding another one so you could easily understand. Okay, I close it. What I am doing here, you just a moment. In the recovery table, recovery data, sorry. Here you will click and edit query. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then merge queries.
Yes, sir.
Then you will get this pop-up window. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Select from here customer table.
Yes, sir.
Just click on these two.
Yes,
This is
sir.
the common key. Okay, whatever the common key column, you have to
Yes,
select
sir.
that and just OK. So you will get now new one column in the customer in the recovery data. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
here we will now branch code. Got it?
Okay, sir. Okay.
So you do it once yourself. So, and then we have done it. Then don't forget to close and apply or the apply. Okay. So I close and apply. Why I am doing this all again and again? I could apply only and I could select the table from here, but I am not doing that thing because I want you to be practice. And if you go from the scratch, then you could learn that thing, that path. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So I am again and again closing this. Later on, when you perfect, you could just do direct from there. No problem. So this we have completed. Now in the section table, we have to do the same thing. Section table, I will just add query. And here again, I will merge queries. Okay. And I will select customer. Choose these two. Okay. Then I will deselect channel ID. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Again, I want to do, I don't, I will apply at the end. Okay. I will just make another query from here. I don't have to go back again and again now because we have done lots of practice already. Just choose. Okay. Then from here, I will deselect product ID. Got it? Third query, I will just again select customer, choose this. Okay. Here, deselect branch code. Got it?
Sir, what happened in this process is first we equate the customer ID and then we got the branch code or the product ID that
Yeah.
we want. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. It is like join.
Join. It is the join, the left join we are doing.
Okay.
Okay. The next thing is the, now I will close and apply. Okay. Now, if you see the sanction table, there are this. If you see the recovery table, we have these. If you see the product and not the product customer table, we have already those. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You understand one thing, how to delete the columns, how to merge the columns. Okay. These two,
Yes.
we have completed, and how to change the data type. Okay. These three things we have finished here. Now we try to create a new column. Okay. On the basis of existing column. Okay. So I am selecting the customer, and on the right, if I click, so before that, I would like to explain you something. Let me, because this now the work we do with the DEX queries. Okay. So DEX queries is a language for many key Microsoft tools. Like Power BI also use the DEX queries, or it's based on the functions only, like the like the MX Excel functions, you know, that like that we use here in the DEX query. It is a language of my Power BI. Okay. So where we use it, I will explain you first. So we know how to import the data. You have seen it will get all the required tables and columns by importing them into Power BI desktop. And there is one more, the direct query. It will establish a live connection with the data source without importing or copying it to be Power BI desktop. Okay. It is limited functionality in terms of formatting data and is preferred to build real-time BI solutions for frequently changing data. If you have the warehouse, you could direct query, you could do it. Okay. But when you import the data and again you have to import the data, then you could do it. And the direct query is the real time. Understand the difference in both? Yeah. Yes.
So can you please repeat it again?
Import data, you are importing a file, required tables or columns only. Excel sheet, CSV file like this. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The direct query is you establish a live connection with your data source. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you will get the real-time changes in your dashboard. Got it? Whatever the data increase or decrease, you will get those changes there directly. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Without importing and copying it to Power BI. We will go on that with the MySQL. Okay, later on. Understand? So we will make some change and we see the real time it is happening or not. In the import data, you have to refresh it. Okay, time to time. But in the direct query, it will run. So it has limited functionality in terms of formatting data and is preferred to build real-time BI solutions for frequently changing data. Okay. If the data is changing very fast and whole day, the transactions these are running. It is not possible to change the data connectivity. So these two types of data connectivity we have, the import and the direct query. Connectivity mode from import to direct query, unless required, it is recommended to use import and then schedule regular refresh using Power BI gateway. Okay, so we could schedule the regular refresh. How many hours after 6 hours it should be refreshed, after 1 hour it should be refreshed. Got it? Understand?
Yes, sir.
It would be better than direct query. Data preparation in Power BI. So we have covered these merge queries just now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here I just read it. I will share this now today with you. You can perform data manipulation using Power Query Editor in Power BI. You can also make all these changes programmatically using the advanced editor. We have one advanced editor. So here we have to write the robust code there. We generally don't use it, but if you want, we can you could use it. And the steps to make these changes are coded in mQuery language. Okay, and Power Query in advanced editor. Data view also enables you to make some of the basic changes such as performing data type transformation, which we have done. No, we have done for the customer ID, we convert them in the text mode, text data type. Understand? Renaming existing column, we could rename it, creating new columns and so on. However, you should note that any changes that you make in data view are not recording in the steps pane or the Power Query editor. Okay, whatever the change you make in the data view. So it is good practice to first check the data types and then proceed with other transformation steps. So for data analysis and visualization in the Power BI. The two primary way of combining queries in Power BI. First is merge queries. These are used to add additional columns from one table to another. So this we have done from one table to another table, from customer table to sanction table, customer table to recovery table.
Yes, sir.
Now, this we have done. Append queries. These are used to add additional rows of data from one table to another. Here we are only adding the column from one table to another table. Append queries means additional rows from one table to another table. Understand difference between
sir.
both? Merge queries is for the column and append queries is for the rows. So we will do it later about the rows. Okay. Got it? Understand? Now you can create measure in two ways. Now we could create the measures by manually writing DEX queries or using a quick measure feature, which has pre-built DEX queries that can be further edited. So we will do it now. We are coming on this point. A DEX is a combination of functions, operators, and constant, all of which can be used as formulas to generate desired values. Okay. So first I am giving you some descriptions of this. I am just reading it and explaining you. Then we do practically. If we have any query, then we will resolve it. So it is the formula language that works with relational data in the Power BI desktop. Okay. DEX has library of over 200 functions. There are more than 200 functions in the DEX library, operators and constructs, providing immense flexibility in creating formulas to get the desired result for an analysis. There are few commonly used DEX functions. Calculate. This function is used to evaluate an expression in context modified by optional filters. Calculate expression. We will do it in this session. Filter. This function is used to get the subset of an expression or a table. Calendar. This function is used to get all the dates in the specified date interval. DEX can be used for creating the following extensions in Power BI: columns, calculated column, calculated tables, and calculated measures. So we will finish up to here today. And then in the next session, we will do the data modeling, fact table, dimension table, how we try to finish this also today, but if we don't, we will in the next session, maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And the best practice of Power BI data visualization, then we start. Okay. So now we are going to create a new column in customer table. So I just click here. Okay. And new column. Are you getting here? Just click here. And I will get here new column. I just take this view. So it would be better for me. I will see the table here. If I try. So this table, the customer I am getting here. And I want to make a new column. You see, I have an option of new table also. But here first we learn how to create a new column. So I will create a new column. I will just click here. So I have got this new column. Okay. Now what to do here? You see, this is the DEX query. Now I am going to start. So what I do is one little thing. I have a applied loan amount in lakhs. Okay. And there is no other numeric column. I had all the columns are branch ID is the text column. This is the text. This is the text. So from within this column, I want to do something. So what I do, I give a name to this new column. Applied loan amount more than 10. This is my new column name. Okay, there is no requirement of hyphen and this or underscore and this all. You could write in this way separately. And then equal sign. Here you have to write the query. So what I want the logical response yes and no. If the applied loan amount is greater than 10 lakhs, so it would be yes. If it is less than or equal to 10 lakhs, it would be no. So logical. So for logical type of formatting, conditional formatting, what clause you use? What do you use?
If else condition.
Yeah, if. Okay. So I will use the if, and if you enter, it will not work. You have to use the tab. Okay, instead of enter. So you will get this. Got it? Tab button. You see there is some syntax is there. The logical test, result if true, result if false. Got it? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So logical test is what? So if applied, you see, I just typed APP, it has given me the table name, amount, loan amount in lakhs also. I just click here. So here in the Power BI DAX query, we write the table name, and in the box bracket, we write the column name without any quotes. Got it? But in the SQL, you know that we have to use the quotes if there is a space. Okay. So this is my condition. If it is greater than 10, then what it should be? It should be yes. Got it? Very simple. Other than no. Got it? And close bracket. Does that make sense to you? Now, what I have to do? I have to, there is click on write. If I, then I, as I click, you will see here, this column will be filled with yes and no. Understand? So I just click here. You see, column name change now. Yes and no. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's very easy. Okay. So what I have did, I have clicked on the customer table on the left side on the 3 dots where I have selected the new column. As I selected the new column, I have got the DAX query, sorry, and I have given the name, and I have whatever, because I want the logical, so I use the if condition. Got it? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
How to create a new column. Now, second thing is how to create a measure. So what is measure? Measure is that you want to see sum of total loan amount. Okay. That would be a unique figure. Aggregation function sum we are using here. Count we could use. Aggregate. We aggregate something. So we get the single value. Minimum, maximum, whatever. Got it? Understand? Of a particular column. So we create some measure which also we put in our fields, and whenever required in some sort of graph, we could use that measure. Got it? So here we are creating few measures which we will use in our visualization. Okay. So one measure I will use for you see here new measure I am getting here. Okay. And last time I have used the new column. Now I am choosing a new measure. So I just click on the new measure. I will get another query measure. So I would change the name. I will give some name to this measure. Total applied loan amount. Okay. Understand? Total applied loan, sorry, amount in lakhs. Okay, is equal to, so what I want, the sum of, so I will write the sum and use the tab button. Sum of applied loan amount. Applied loan amount. Okay. So in which table? I'm doing this in the customer table. Got it? So I have in the three table, I have this amount in the two table, sanction data and customer table. So I will use the customer table. Got it? Applied loan amount in lakhs. Got it? So I will just enter this and I will close this bracket. Got it? And I will just click this, then you will see here I will get that thing. Okay. So I just click here. So this is, you are getting, if I again show you this all. So here you will get that this the applied loan, customer applied loan amount greater than 10, that is my this column, and this is my measure. Sigma is for measure, it is your measure. Got it? So this measure is created from this column. Does that make sense to you? Amesa, the summation sign you will get in the measure. Different signs, the count you will see there and something like that. Okay. Any doubt here?
No, sir.
So we have measured here. Now we could measure one, create one measure in the recovery data. We could create a measure for total recovery amount. Okay. Understand? One measure for this. So how we create? I just click here on the recovery and new measure. I will just take here this in just a moment. Recovery. So now I am creating a measure for here. So total recovery amount. In lakhs, if you want to write, equal to sum tab, then what is the recovery amount? We have the column name. So recovery amount we have here. Okay. I just choose this and close this bracket. And I will just click on write. So you have got this total recovery amount. Okay. And in the customer, I think you should get that total applied amount. Sorry, this is not, this is the summation is not. Summation is, we are working on that. We have worked on this. But this is our that thing applied. Okay. Loan amount, and here recovery also we are getting that. If you see here, so we are getting total recovery amount. It is the calculated field we have got. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Got it? So it's what we have calculated. It is showing here the summation. Now in another table, sanction table. If I click here, so we have one applied loan amount. This we have done in the customer table. We don't require this measure again. The sanction amount in lakhs and disbursed amount in lakhs. So we take the measure of this also. Okay. So I just click on this. Okay. So just a moment. Measure. So we have got this measure here. Na? Or this the where we have. Oh, okay. So this sanction amount will show the numeric column. This one column is showing through this, and this measure we are getting here. So let me check change the name of this total sanction amount. What to do now? Sum. Then sanction amount. Close this. This measure has been created now. Okay. Now another measure we have to create here in this. So new measure you are creating, you could click here, no problem. And here in the new measure, we total disbursement amount. Disburse. Sum and disbursement amount in lakhs. I just click this. Got it? Any doubt? So you understand how to create a column, new column, how to create a measure. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this we have created now, the measure and this. And I will, during visualization, I will show you how we are using these measures. Okay, or it will automatically change if the data will change. The summation, whatever the summation will here automatically change in the measure. So we create these measures here. Got it? Now I want to create a table. As I have explained you that we could calculated columns means the new columns we know how to create. The calculate column is extension of the existing table. Is computed using DAX formula based on the data that is already been loaded to your data model. So as for that we have created a new column. Okay, one column we have created greater than 10 and if condition statement, and then we have created the measures. Create a calculated measure is a formula that is applied in a specific context to derive a result from a data. It is used in cases where you want to calculate ratio, sums, weights, averages, etc. Okay. Now the third thing, calculated tables. Okay. So a calculated table allows you to create a new table from the already existing data imported from into the Power BI model. The newly created table appears in the field span, and it can be linked to other tables and used in reports visualization like any other tables. So now we create a table. Okay. So are you getting this screen or not? What I am telling?
Yes, sir.
And the calculated tables, these are you getting? No. Yes. What you are getting on your screen? Yeah, tell me.
Sir,
Power
we get
BI.
Power BI.
this table.
Oh, let me just a minute, because I have not chosen that for the screen concept. So I will just check it that. So I will share my screen so it would be better for you. Are you getting this now?
Yes, sir.
This I want. We are using DEX now, DEX queries. Okay. So are you getting this? We have used calculated columns. The calculated column is an extension of existing table and it's computed using the DEX formula. So you have created new column there. The applied loan amount greater than 10. Okay. Yes and no response. Got it?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
that was the DEX, through the DEX query we have done it. Second, calculated measures. So we have calculated some measures here. Some of you know that 3 measures we have calculated, 3 measures, 4 measures.
Four
We have
measures.
calculated, and 4 measures we have created. Now we try to calculate tables. We could create the table also. Okay. The calculated table allows you to create new tables from the already existing data imported into the Power BI model. The newly created table appears in the field span, and wherever the fields we are getting the customer recovery data, there we will get that table, and it can be linked to other tables and used in the reports visualization like any other table. Okay. Understand? So now I am creating a new table. Got it? So for that, are you getting the table tools on the top?
Yes, sir.
I just click here, and you could also take a new measure from here, na? But now at this moment we are making a new table. Got it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is the table I am going to create. You see there is a column in that table. So table name, you see the table here. Okay. So I want a date. I give a name, date, table name. Got it? And what I want here in the date, I want the dates from my customer table. You know that the minimum date. Got it? So that there is a function calendar. For that we will use the calendar mostly. So I will use a calendar. Okay, so you see start date, end date. So what I will do, start date, how you get the start date from any date column? Tell me.
Sir, get date.
Now you have a column in the customer table.
Sir, by arranging it in ascending order, date column.
Minimum date we could take.
By arranging it in ascending order.
No requirement. If you take the minimum, you will get the minimum from anywhere without arranging. Got it? Start date is the minimum. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And minimum date from customer, and we know that the month year column we have in the customer table. Okay. We had month year. So month year in the customer table we are taking. Got it? Understand?
Yes, sir.
And suppose I want up to now 2 days date. So I have a 2-day function also there. Got it? Understand?
Okay, sir.
And I just check it, what happens. Then we see what to do. There is something wrong. Let me check it. Let me check it. Just a moment. Today we could write now, but today without that, how we could manage that. Yeah, yeah. In the calendar function. Why it is not working? Why it is not working? Should work. Let me check it. Today, minimum date. Today, new arguments were passed to calendar function. The minimum argument count for the function is 2. Okay, what I did the mistake, I should understand here. I think that it should be like, if it should run, fail to resolve the 2 days not a valid variable.
Sir, it's a function to
Just a moment. Just a moment. I forget to put it. I just try sometimes. Got it. Okay. One, I have not closed this function here, minimum, and today I have not used these two parentheses.
Okay.
Got it? So we are getting the date from 1st January 2017 was the minimum date in our customer data, and it is till now. So it is not useful. I am just showing you how to create the table. And instead of this today, we could use the maximum date. Can we use it? Maximum date for the in the customer table. Got it? So I use the maximum. And month, year.
Customer.
Got it? Understand? And if I run this, so this is from our table 1/12/2019. Okay, the end date. Does that make sense to you?
Okay.
So this new table, date table, you have created only with one column. Now more things we have to do here. We compare these dates with the customer. So it is the 1st February, 1st September, 1st July. It is only the monthly data basically. Got it? Getting it? We had a monthly data. There is 1st February. There is no 2nd February. Are you getting? 1st February, then September 19, 1 July, and in this way you are getting it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, but our in the date we have daily data. 1st January, 2nd January, 3rd January. In this way we are getting it. I want to correlate this date with sanction customer table. Okay. So how do we do that? So we could use 8 columns and in here 8 columns, and first I do the 8 columns. Okay. So there is another, we are nesting the function. Okay. There are, so 8 columns. Why I am not getting that properly? 8 columns. Eight columns function must be there. 8 columns calendar. I just write the 8 columns here. Columns. This I got. Okay. Sorry. Why it was not working again. No? And month year. I want the month year. Yeah. So what I should do, month year. Month year. If I close this to see what happens. No, it is not working. It will give us the rate sign here if it is not completed. Then date, year date, and month date. You have to close it. Date. Year and month, day. Yeah, in date you will see there is 3 attributes we have: year, month, and day. So first we take the year. Okay. First we take the year date. So we have a year, date, year date. This date we have to take that date now. DAT date, not that date. I close it. Hmm. Why it is not? I don't want this. I should use this one. I think that then it would be right. Otherwise, we get some problem here. ये भी नहीं हो रहा है। ये बता रहा है कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ है सेंटेंस। चलिए करते हैं भैया, समराइज करना पड़ेगा हमें इसको। ओके, पहले मैं देखता हूँ। डेट, मंथ, ग्रुप बाय करेंगे इसको तभी आएगा, ये बिना ग्रुप बाय का आना नहीं है। ग्रुप बाय मंथ ईयर, ग्रुप बाय मंथ ईयर ही करना पड़ेगा। ग्रुप बाय मंथ ईयर। ये हमें और कुछ समराइज तो करना पड़ेगा इसको। डेट आना चाहिए। Summarize and one date we want. So be like this. Hmm. This. This. Yeah. This we are getting here. This is for this one. Correct. Parenthesis problem is there. Put here. Then I see. This is calendar. Got it. Then we are summarizing it. So we'll group it by month. Group it by month here. Then I do this. It's complete now, I think that, but still it is providing me some error. This parameter is not correct type. Parameter is not correct type. Hmm. Let me check one thing. In the customer table, sorry, in the customer table, if I click on date, data type is date. Okay. Month year. Let me check. Too few arguments were passed to date function. 8 columns, calendar, minimum, customer, month year, maximum, year, month year. We have taken this date. Something. Some parenthesis problem, I think. Now we are getting calendar. This calendar, okay. Eight columns. Let me check it. Summarize 8 columns. Then minimum we ended it 2 times. Corrected month, year, date, year, date. There should be single. And this is for what? They're not getting the out of the output for this. These two. Okay, this is for this. And pyramid is not the correct type. Additional parameters. This one should not be here. Month, year. Some parenthesis problem is there. One parenthesis missing. 1, 2, 3. It's okay. think this is not right. Just a moment. Date, year date, comma, month date. Then this, I think not required. This is wrong then. No, this one is for this is not required. This one is for his this is also not required, I think that. Month, year, date. That is a function, so this will be required here. This way, just put this. What is happening? So sometimes it may be little bit complex. It's okay now. Yeah. It's providing any. No, it's complete, I think. I try this. See what happens. You got it. 1st January 2017, 1st February 2000, 1st March, 1st April, 1st December. Okay, got it. Got it? Yes.
Can you please explain?
Yeah, I
how
will
it-
explain. Because I have been teaching Tableau the last 2 weeks, so I forget the dates sometimes. Because there is also some calculated fields in the Tableau. We also do these all things, but there are some different commands. So you know that we have changed the name, month, year. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
This I have put here. And first I am taking the minimum and the maximum date. You know that what does it mean by I am covering the date from minimum to maximum. Got it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then 8 columns as month, year. Okay. Got it? If you see 8 columns, month, year, and what I am doing in that date, year, date. Okay, I am in the date function I am using where the year in which I am taking the date only. Okay, and the month date I am taking, and the one is for the first day of a month. Got it?
Okay.
First day of every month. If I write here 2, you will see what happens. Got it?
Okay, sir.
So
So,
this
sir, with the help of this date, year, and month date, we are just doing grouping.
we are grouping it. Okay. We are grouping it. So we have group by here. I have written the month, year. Okay.
Okay.
Group by month and year. So I have grouped it by month, year. So date, year, date, and month date. Okay. And the day is 1. So you know that if you see the syntax of this would be the date, is year, month, and day. Got it? So year we are taking all year, month we are taking all month. Okay, understand? But date we are taking only first of every month. Does that make sense to you? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this we are grouping by this. Understand? Month year is grouping by this. So if I just again run this, so you will see. So we are getting this. Understand? Any doubt here?
Sir, what is the function of add column?
Add columns. So we are adding a column month year grouping by year and month with first date. So 8 column here we are taking as a we are adding this column in this data frame is table, not a data frame. Here we say table. Okay, we are summarizing it. Okay, so without summarize function we could not do it. So I will explain this in detail, the nesting query, how we do it. I am sharing you one link of this, okay, of the DEX query. So you could also work with that. Okay, so let me check. I had opened this. Okay, so let me. Are you getting this? So this dex.guide, this is our, I just copy paste these in the chat box. So you will get the detail of all the functions here. Why it is not working? Ankit is not there now. Is it clear? Getting you? Dex guide. So you will see all sort of functions, all AB is absolute functions. You will see a number and this all how to get it. 8 columns. So 8 columns, table name, expression name, and in this way. So you could go through it and then we will discuss this on the next session. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The next session I will discuss both all things about this, but I have used here a complex query. Okay, so next time I will explain you this query, how we had 8 columns and how we have summarized it. Okay, so every thing is here. You could see the summarize also. So you will see the summarize. Summarize. Okay. Summarize the table and group by column. This all is given. Okay. So I think we have covered a few things. In first, we have how to import the data, okay, and how to do the data preparation, removing column and change the data type. Okay, and here we have started few things, how to merge the columns from other tables in the new in another table. Merging we have seen. Okay, and we have seen how to create a new column through the DEX query, how to create a measure through the DEX query, how to create a new table through the DEX query. So here it was the complex syntax I have taken for the date, because I want to align that date with our customer table dates. Okay, so I will tell you all thing details why we are taking these 8 columns and everything. Okay. So I have shared the data set with you, and I have shared the link of DEX guide. If you want more details, you could read there. Otherwise, we will discuss in the next session why we have, how we have nested this. Okay, understand? हाँ जी, और कुछ क्वेरी?
सर कल क्लास रहेगी क्या?
कल का आप लोग बता दें, कल रखना होगा तो रख लेंगे, या तो परसों रखें, एक दिन छोड़ के। कल आप प्रैक्टिस कर लें थोड़ा सा, क्या जैसा आप लोगों की इच्छा हो। क्या बोलते हैं अंशुल, ऋषभ? हाँ भाई, बाकी लोग तो साइलेंट मोड में रहते हैं, क्या बात?
सकते कल।
यस सर, परसों रखते हैं, प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हैं सर। वो मेरे पास इंस्टॉलेशन भी नहीं है तो उसका कुछ करूँगा
तो
मैं।
कुछ आप जुगाड़ कर लो, जिन लोगों के पास नहीं था आज वो जुगाड़ कर लें, और मैं
हाँ
इसका
सर, वो
लिंक भी शेयर कर दूंगा आपको,
जी
है ना,
यस
ग्रुप पे, व्हाट्सएप पे, तो आप ये वीडियो बाद में भी देख सकते हैं। ठीक है।
ओके सर।
क्या होता है कि टैब्ल्यू टूल में थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है, क्या वहां भी ऐसी ही क्वेरीज लिखी जाती हैं। तो अभी मैं जो अपग्रेड में पढ़ा रहा हूँ वो टैब्ल्यू चल रहा है, वहां पे टैब्ल्यू थोड़ा ज्यादा डेप्थ में है वहाँ, वो कई बार मिक्सिंग हो जाती हैं चीजें, क्या थोड़ा थोड़ा चेंज है दोनों में। तो ठीक है, आज के लिए इतना सफिशिएंट है, और वो मैं भी शेयर कर देता हूँ पीडीएफ भी। ठीक है,
यस
मैं अभी कर देता हूँ पीडीएफ, ग्रुप में ही कर देता हूँ, जैसे ग्रुप में वो डेटा सेट शेयर किया था। ये आप जरूर नोट कर लीजिएगा, dex.guide। ओके
ओके सर।
ये क्योंकि डेक्स क्वेरी में परफेक्ट होना जरूरी है आप लोगों को, आप कहीं भी जाते हैं, है ना, तो उसमें आप डेक्स क्वेरी पे जितना हाथ आप लोग वो करेंगे। अभी अपन के पास 2-3 डेटा सेट पे काम करना है अपन को, तो बहुत डेक्स क्वेरीज अपन लोग यूज करेंगे ऐसा नहीं है, काफी करना है अपन को, तो उससे थोड़ा सा परफेक्शन वैसे भी आ जाएगा डेक्स क्वेरीज में आपका। ठीक है, और बाकी तो अब मैंने बताया ना, मोर देन 200 फंक्शंस हैं, और उसमें भी फिर वो नेस्टेड और ये वो सब चलता है उसमें। ठीक है, तो काफी कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेरीज बनती है उससे, तो वो तो फिर प्रैक्टिस से आएगी धीरे धीरे, जैसा डेटा आता है उसमें कैसे क्या हम एक्सट्रैक्ट करना चाहते हैं, तो उसकी क्या क्वेरी लगेगी, वहाँ लॉजिक बिठाना पड़ता है ना, और कुछ इंटरनेट सर्च भी करना पड़ता है कई बार अपन को कि यार ये क्वेरीज अपन इतने फंक्शन तो दो पे जा नहीं सकते ना थोरोली, तो इंटरनेट पे सर्च करते हैं तो हमें एक उसका ऑप्शन मिल जाता है, ये ऐसे ऐसे क्वेरी चलाओ तो हो जाएगा।
यस सर,
ये थोड़ा सा आइडिया हो जाता है हमें। ठीक है, तो वाइंड अप करें आज का सेशन। ठीक,
ओके सर, ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
ओके।